Alright, now to get back.
Sorta, right? I've heard about you guys. We've got a squad mate waiting in a rocky stretch up ahead. Head on over. Just remember that there's nowhere to resupply. If you need anything, best to take care of it here while you can. What can I help you with?
Yeah, but like I said before, they're definitely hinting, you know, you should supply it heavily with, you know, health items and shit. Mainly because, yeah, enemies here can be really annoying and just, you know, really tedious. But realistically, yes, health are helpful, but it's just simply make sure you can hit the guy who's running at you, you know, with your bullets, versus, you know, you getting fucked later, you know. And just so you know, you really want to buy these low-level shit. Like, you don't want to go later on and be like, oh yeah, I can buy a level +3 whatever, +4 5 whatever. Why? Because they're gonna take up a shitload of spaces of slots in your chips spot, so it's not fucking worth it. If you do it this way, I would assume it'd cost less, and it would also cost less in points too. Because look at that. 11 points, 11 points. Now I'll show you later on exactly when I get back to where you can actually combine them, unless you can do it here, of why you're better off just trying to collect as many low levels of those things as possible. Because like 11 points, yeah, you get up to like a level 3 or 4, and it could only have 11 points on it that it takes up. If you buy it, it could have up to 21 or 24 slots for your chips just to fucking use it. So that's why upgrading is really important. And it's a little tricky to do it the right way to fuse it, because like if you do it correctly, you can actually create a chip that has the diamond on it to the side, which means it has even greater reduction of points of how much it needs in order to be equipped, which is what you want. It's kind of a horrendous pain in the ass to get that. What I found out the hard way was, if you try to combine a low number chip with a regular number chip, let's say like a 8 or a 6, and try to equip it with like a 11 or 10, you think it'd be like a good even number? It is kind of, but not really. So what you want to do is just equip only low number things to each other. That's it. The high number shit, like, you're at that point generally blowing a low level, you know, chip thing, and just kind of like you're fucking yourself over more or less in the end of extra space you could have had, you know, for those attachments. Heads up, there is a quest here that you have to do pretty soon, probably, I think. Definitely worthwhile doing it. I forget exactly what she gives you, but oh yeah, she allows, later on she makes the drug called the E-drug, and that can definitely make certain boss fights or whatever considerably easier, because it does up your attack, and they do stack too. So the more you stack, the more stronger you'll be. But also the weirder you'll make your display and stuff too.
The Council of Humanity has a message for all of our brave androids fighting on the surface. Currently, our struggle against the machine life forms is at a stalemate. This battle has raged for far too long. I am sure all of you find the effort grueling. But now is not the time to give up. Now, more than ever, we must forge on. Remember that several 100,000 humans on the moon want nothing more than to return to Earth. Glory to mankind.
Those council broadcasts are always so stiff.
I think it would be like 1 million at least.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
I don't really know what the fuck a torn book is for. Like, what the hell does it do? 'Cause My other playthrough, where obviously I chose the more positive responses of what you should do for certain situations. I got a lot of torn books and random book-related crap. Yet, clearly, I've never had a use for them at all. And not even kind of. Yeah, thousands of years have passed. That means there'd be at least several million people on the moon. But yeah, that's also why I was saying it's counterintuitive, because if you think about it, it's saying obviously the androids were delivered to Earth from satellites, but the humans are on the moon. So realistically, if you think about it, the androids be smarter to be put on the moon in the bunker for the androids be put on the moon so that they're directly on the moon to protect the humans as quickly as possible. Because obviously, if you know the robot aliens whatever snuck off and somehow got there without them knowing for a while, they could have easily wiped out everybody or a good portion of them before they even found out at all. But other than that, though, like the beginning part, 9S was overly dramatic. Oh, not 9S. 2B was. Like, she was just trying to sound like overly dramatic, like some high school drama play or some shit. 9S, he was fine. Like, he wasn't that bad. But that's funny. Like, if you think about it, that's the most amateur-like sounding they sound pretty much through the entire game. Because otherwise, they sound fine as a voice actor. In that part in particular, they just sounded very noobish. You know, like they just weren't very good voice actors. Like, in the sense of professional, you know, sort of deal. A weird way to finish that fight. I'd highly can't speak for shit. I'd highly recommend you fight as much as possible in general, just traveling around, because obviously that makes certain boss fights considerably less of a pain in the ass. Plus, this is horrendously big, important information to know, is that it's seriously important that you do, because if you don't, when you get to a certain point in the exploration of, you know, doing stuff, and obviously, you know, facing stuff, and like, you'll be severely overpowered, the game will be a horrendous pain in the ass, and like, you'll hate it big time. But earlier in the game, like, you'll seem like, oh, I'm a little overpowered for these guys, but realistically, yeah, it doesn't matter, because later on you're going to be tested with severely strong enemies. I kind of forget what the hell is up here. But yeah, as you can see, this is a secret area that, unless you're paying attention, you're not honestly going to notice it at all. But as far as I know, it's not a particularly important area. Like, you're not going to be like, oh darn it, I missed it because some important stuff. No. Because, like, there's crafting equipment stuff, like, to upgrade the weapons and whatnot. Okay, that was actually a lot of stuff in there. Like, crafting wise, like, yeah, you definitely want to come in here, you definitely want to explore and grab the box. So each path in here does lead to a box just like that one. So that's the biggest reason why you'd want to be down here. But secret weapon that's, you know, you can obviously gather and obviously have this new cool weapon. As far as I've ever seen, no, like there's nothing weapon related that's down here. Which would be great, because, you know, who the hell doesn't like a new weapon, you know? And there is, like, weapons you can find that are better weapons, or possibly better weapons, but the obvious problem is you don't know until you upgrade it. And certain weapons just seem kind of iffy, if you know, should go through the time or not. It's like, I found a dagger. It looks kind of cool, but it's a dagger, you know, so it has, like, shitty range. So it just makes you wonder, like, is it even worth the fucking, you know, time, effort, or resources, you know? Yeah, but I honestly don't understand the simple concept in the game where we're like, yeah, if you go through generally and you don't explore a whole lot, you won't be at high level. And it'll make the boss probably as hard as it's supposed to be. But at the same time, if it's meant to be played like that, then why the hell does the enemies get drastically harder for no apparent reason? Right? Because seriously, it gets real fucking difficult. Like, the enemies literally become 21 levels higher for no fucking reason. Like, at first it was like, oh yeah, like, you know, they get moderately harder. Like, they're only like 10 levels higher than you. It's like, you just think, oh yeah, like, I'm generally pretty skilled, or I'm not too bad at this game, so that's why I beat his ass. But when they're 21 levels higher than you, yeah, you need to be good at this game, because if you're not, you're pretty fucking screwed. Motherfucker! Ah, god damn it. If I can't get up there, that's gonna piss the hell off. Me the hell off. Yeah. Oh my god. I seriously hope whatever the fuck is up there is actually worth your fucking time and effort. But if it's not, then that's really annoying, because that's not exactly an easy to, you know, get to kind of area. It's like, I had to walk through all that shit as you can. I think there's another area to get back up there, but it's like there's honestly like 2 or 3 entrances, I think, at most. But that's it. Like, you know, after that, you're kind of screwed. Actually, you know, and deal with all that shit again. Really? And this is another thing, like, this should not be that complicated to get up here, but yet it is. Because it's not like, oh yeah, there's something great up here. There's not. It's some, I forget exactly, I don't know, like, it's something decent-ish, but it's not like, holy crap, I'm totally so happy I got up here. There we go. That wasn't as terrible. But yeah, I would highly recommend using and abusing that whole circle move, like whenever you can, because, like I said, it makes fighting in general dramatically easier. That's kind of annoying. Did all that jumping and shit. For what? And I was like, we'll just pick the one path and get it done. But yeah, the one thing like you've seen and obviously I got pissed off about was obviously on the simple basis that there's a lot of exploring in this game, and part of it is necessary simply because if you don't, you're going to miss very obvious, you know, equipment and shit you need to do upgrades. I wish I could get that mask. It'd be cool if I could. To be here later. Oh, and by the way, bodies are time sensitive. And what I mean by that is, if a person dies, it won't literally make it to where they'll show up in everybody's game. It doesn't work that way. What actually happens is the body will show up when they get to that extent of the game that you're currently in, or at least nearby that part of the storyline or progression. Then they'll see your body. Otherwise, yeah, they're not going to see it at all. I found that out because in certain areas I knew for a fact there wasn't bodies there was ever, and then they just at this point randomly showed up. Some of the dead bodies don't make any fucking sense though. Like, there'll be dead bodies in an area where you shouldn't die. Like, you should not be able to die at this point. It's like being in the resistance camp and you get brutally murdered. I'm like, how? Anyways, I'll explore that other shit later, because I am interested just because I like exploring the games, and it's, I don't know, to me, exploring is fun.
Hey, our leader told me all about you. Name's Jackass. Nice to meet you. I hear you're planning to take out all the machines in the desert? Guess that means we need to get that entrance open.
Looks like it. So, Jackass, was it? What are you doing all the way out here?
Oh, that? Well... wouldn't want to have anyone getting tangled up in that, now would we? Don't go trying to be a hero, alright?
That's what I was talking about earlier, like... Obviously, whoever was naming these characters just kind of get bored after a while. Because they're like, let's make up these random names like the Yoha or whatever. I mean, these random words or whatever, and for some people like that character, it's like, nah, fuck it, just name it Jackass. That's a brilliant name, or whatever, or funny. I don't know. More or less, I just got bored. But yeah, like they said,
who opens a sealed gate with explosives? There's gotta be an easier way, right?
when you get to the main area of the desert, you seriously need to be careful. This part I was just in, it's not a big deal. Like, as long as you can generally play a game and not be an idiot and die, not a big deal. But when you're in the main area, oh, it's a problem. If you're not quick about it, you will die horribly. I remember there was actually a different path to get in here, because you know you could ride a moose or whatever over here too, and actually in this desert area. At least I'm pretty sure. Like I said, like you definitely want to be very careful when you're in this desert. Like, I don't know why, but like only in the beginning part.
This sand sure is slippery.
Is it actually where those dickheads will try to run at you and blow up on you? But once you get further in this desert and doing stuff, like they never show up again. Like they have a little small group that shows up, and then after that, never again. Like they just don't ever show up ever again at all. Oh, and also keep in mind, the robots that will obviously run at you and obviously explode, you'll have to aim like this, because as far as I know, you can't really, or there'll be usually another fucking robot that'll be in the way and disrupt your, you know, your aiming. So to obviously avoid that,
we've got enemies approaching.
You want to obviously aim manually so you don't get raped. These guys can be a dick.
These machines are talking.
Yeah, I heard from the Resistance that they've been seeing this a lot lately. Couldn't tell you why, though.
Yeah, for these guys, I would highly recommend using any kind of special heavy-hitting shit, because they can be pretty nasty if you actually let them hit you. Pretty much what I also discovered is those robots that will hunt you down and obviously try to kill you by blowing up, they only pretty much appear once you get so many of those spots investigated. I think it's like at least 3 or 4 or something like that. Yeah, obviously, yeah, if you could be up here when they came, that would be ideal, but I doubt you'd get that lucky. Or maybe, you know, you'd have better luck than I would. Yeah, but realistically, if you can, you want to try to see any kind of groups that are gathering and head to them. Because if you can, obviously, avoid the horde surprising you, then that's obviously the more ideal way of taking care of it. And obviously watch out for these big guys like that guy, because he hits pretty fucking hard and he can't really stun them.
Do you think they even understand the concept of being scared?
Yeah, you take out him, it makes the fighting with these guys in general a lot easier. And notice how they're kind of gathering and they're moving slowly towards me. Yeah, that means obviously the horde is coming pretty soon. So you just want to rush to this damn save point as soon as humanly possible.
Hypothesis.
So that way you
Jamming caused by
can at least have a
local
save
vicinity.
point beforehand of getting jumped. So if you don't, obviously, get successful at avoiding their explosion, at least you'll have this. You know, you'll have to start over and re-travel through all this bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna try to head this horde shit off because I don't need a constant, yeah, is this the right horde or not kind of deal. Really? Random ass bullet. Oh, by the way, this place and another place, I forget exactly, are actually really good places just to randomly try to grind your way up to a higher level if you wanted. Because they also have certain drops that you'll definitely need for upgrades. So I want to keep that in mind. Shockwave 2 already? That's pretty awesome. Well, by the way, Shockwave in general you definitely want to get. If you get it to Shockwave 3 or higher, it is very, very effective in the sense of making any combat situation tremendously easier. Because like if there's super hard enemies, like you can't really stun them or whatever, don't worry about it. Just let the Shockwave do its work and you're good. Taunt to me seems like a chip that's just like a double-edged sword. Because look, it says taunt raises player and enemy attack by 180%. Which means yes, you could possibly defeat enemies easier because, you know, your attacks do a lot more damage per hit. But obviously means if you're going against a strong enemy and they hit you with a mild hit, you could just be dead. Rather than it just hurting you mildly or kind of. So like if you really think your dodging abilities are that fucking awesome, go ahead, use it. Otherwise, if you don't think you're the most godly person at dodging shit, I would highly recommend you not ever use that shit.
Today, yesterday, hello.
But yeah, I highly suggest clearing out these guys. Like I said, it makes it much easier to tell, you know, when you have dots actually gathering on you from a great distance away, because you want as much possible warning. Because like I said, they move really, really fucking fast. Honestly, if I remember correctly, if you head towards that, they appear. Or maybe it's the waterfall, I forget. Or at least that's where they appeared for me anyways. I kind of wonder if there's an achievement for having the longest possible slide.
Die. Run. Scary.
Really? So he's just... You're
It's
not
heading for that
supposed to
rocky
kill
area.
him?
Individual target ID marked.
That's annoying. But I guess good to know. Yeah, last time I faced him, like, I didn't get the chance to kill him, but this time I easily could have killed him. But, you know, as you've seen, the dickhead ran away. It's a weird ass spot to hide a body. Yeah, that's another thing that sucks about the body thing. People get a free hit, so of course it's annoying. But, you know, it's not a big deal, because obviously it normally heals you. Yeah, blast your kill. Yeah, and I actually am looking for the damn dickheads that run you down, because the sooner I get them taken care of, the better. I guess, though, in a sense, I did actually show you guys the shortcut how to end the search for, you know, the right spot for the robot you're supposed to be hunting down. It's kind of stupid if that, like, if they only appeared while you're searching for the guy. Amber, seriously? So you know, I discovered it more or less, but yeah, in here there's a pod. Like, you obviously have the pod flying around, but there's another pod actually in the desert hiding. But you have to obviously be able to try to find it. As you've seen, it obviously made that quite a bit easier. Oh, it's clouding my vision still, even though I'm not near the damn thing. Really do wish, like, if I knew about the whole sliding thing, like, there's actually the achievement for that. This would be kind of an interesting achievement to try to shoot for. It'd be really fucked up if I'm trying to search for these guys, and they only appear and try to kill me when I'm dealing with a body. These might be the guys. Yeah, there's quite a lot of them. Either that or it's that tight-ass herd of them. Oh yeah, that was them. That was definitely them. Yeah, that was the guys. They make themselves very obvious that they scream as they run at you. Alright, so yeah, if you ever hear a screaming sound, make damn sure you're paying attention where the hell it's coming from. Otherwise, you will die. The only way out of it is that if you have a defense boost item you're using, because then, yeah, you might survive it then. But otherwise, it should probably kill you. Like, even one of them could kill you. The hell? The really far off shadow. Yeah, as you've seen, like, I obviously caught them before they were gathering, because there's actually more than just those few that I've seen. Or at least I'm pretty sure there is. Man, I wish my health was that freaking large. It'd be insane. What the hell is the enemy? Why the hell is he way the fuck out here? Get, dick. Really? He dropped an item and I can't get it? Yeah, if you can grab it, dick, then why don't you? For the love of God. In case you're wondering, I'm not relentlessly doing this just because, you know, oh, I'm an idiot. But really, you really do have to do this in certain areas to try to force your way through. To just abuse that button and it will actually let you through. But see, look, now I'm going further away, but yet, you seen just a second ago, I was really fucking close. Sorry, this shit's annoying. Hello, Android. Shit. Anyways, moving on. Now that I got rid of well, a decent amount of that horde of bullshit. I don't remember if this rock had anything to do with chest or anything. I don't think so. The biggest thing which I would like to avoid is, you know, like, let's say if I ever do get around to looking up, hey, where's the weapons that you could obviously unlock, like where they hit on the map. Then I go off and look it up, and then actually find out, oh yeah, hey, there's this super badass one that you could have had towards the beginning of the game, but you just forgot this tiny little spot, and that's why I don't have it. Oh god. Does it enjoy taunting me? Well, yeah, you're supposed to go over there, but I'm not going to tell you exactly how. Oh, this should be it. Yeah, this is that exact area. Oh, one of those exact areas was time where they randomly just go.
What's that?
Analysis.
Like, you know what'd be great?
It is the ruin of a
Just randomly have the
human
enemies be
residential area.
tremendously higher level
resided in such
or
concrete
very
and metal
considerably
shelters.
higher than you, so it takes a
structures were
shitload of
referred to by
damage
names
to
such
take
as
down more.
apartment complex.
And then over there,
Mail notification received from access point.
like, it makes it seem like there's a definite thing that leads you to be able to go over there and stand on top of that thing, because if you look at the map way over there, but then you actually get over there and there's nothing. Just like that right there. So I was like, oh, you got mail. I'm like, yeah, does it look like I'm near a fucking terminal, dick? One of these people, this reminds of Silver Surfer comics. And for anyone that cares about that crystal thing, like, I don't, because, you know, just generally, like I told you, some things for upgrades. Well, for me, I have not found a jack that leads you to believe, you know, crystals are used for anything particularly. It's just simply you collect an infinite number of them. Let's see, look at that. Definite something up there. Definite path that goes off that way, definite path that goes off that way. But as far as I know, there's never been anything that literally led to that. Really? That's fucking stupid. Quick heads up. This, which I think is the, I guess that kind of answers that, but I mean somehow this leads to there or whatever, but I don't know, like I've never had to deal with that. Anyways, this right here is a boss battle area. Your first battle through there, you know, can be a huge pain. The obvious best advice anyone can give you is just do whatever you can to rush his death. Because the longer he's alive, the more shit he'll do and the harder he'll be to actually kill. But, keeping that in mind, later on you end up having to go, well, you can go back and then it's just a horde of enemies that actually respawn. And part of it's like there's a big guy, smaller guys will respawn if they're all killed off. So you have to keep one alive so you can kill the big guy. Because the big guy will respawn all small ones if they all die. And then you beat them all, you only have so many seconds to collect all the shit on the floor, and then they all respawn again. And they're all like 21 levels higher than you, or at least higher than me when I was there. I gotta save for now, so when obviously just call me. I probably honestly won't continue these just because I obviously, anyone watching, like, it might be kind of boring obviously unless you really want to see the entire gameplay and the entire story played out. But realistically, if you want to play the game and obviously be able to get full features of everything that they have to offer for Quest and what it can do to help you, it's going to be a lot of getting sidetracked and not doing the main mission. And that could also end up being to where you're facing a storyline person and you're not high enough level to take them on, or it's going to be really difficult to even try to fucking win. So instead of spending countless hours per video, I just try to highlight obviously, or when it comes to those choices, obviously choose negative or positive, I just do them so that way you can obviously just get to the point of that. Alright, otherwise anyone wants to continue, just let me know and I'll just do the full thing at that point. Otherwise I'll just do individual small things like that later on. Alright, we'll see ya.